Yes, in fact, I'd like to find out how has been your experience growing up as a Muslim and you had to go to
Mm.
Catholic school. Was that a conflict? Was it hard?
I've been, you know, fortunate, I'll say now, to have experienced racism at the deepest core. If you talk about a place like North Florida, and being the only non-white kid in a school for 8 years, two different junior high and high school, and have been asked things such as "Where's your tail, monkey?" and you know, called all kinds of names. What I did is I used it to uh, fuel my success. So I became an athlete. Started playing basketball and excelled in basketball. And all of a sudden, the more I became a star athlete, the less people cared about the color of my skin, and I became defined by something else, which was my ability to play sports. Also academically as well, I took school very seriously. I was an honors student, um, and I'm quite blessed in the sense that I never really I have quite a photographic memory, so I remember things quite well. So I would get good grades without really having to put in the effort. That was nice. When I got to college, I realized that doesn't work. that system that
Yes.
system doesn't work in college because it's much harder, and I had to relearn how to learn when I got to college. But growing up in North Florida, as a my parents owned a motel. There were a lot of jokes about Indians owning motels. It was tough. It was tough. There were times I didn't want to go back to school, but my dad was a typical Indian dad that was like, no, 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 you go back. You beaten up today. Eventually, they'll get tired of it.
Hmm.
So eventually, you learn to deal with it. Whereas academics or athletics to change people's perceptions of me, and not be defined by color of my skin or where I'm from or what kind of accent I have for that matter. So that's kind of how even to this day, when I started on radio, the conversation was, "Oh, he's not Kenyan. His accent is too white." And then 20 years later, it's just stay true to who you are. I guess I think that's probably the best advice I can give anyone. Just stay true to who you are. I don't want to be someone else. I like being me. So. And I can't be another version of me. I have to be this version of me. Because it's me. It's authentic. So